60 seconds.
I've had longer.
And we're in Champ Select. Okay. Huh. God, takes so long. Ugh.
And right out the gates, the Malphite ban. Nobody wants to deal with that again.
Oh yeah, no. Malphite again. Malphite is solidly. Solidly. Bad jokes. I just cringed at my own joke. That's why I stopped talking. I was just like, I'm not gonna let this one continue. Oh, it hurt.
It was too late. You already let it happen.
And the LeBlanc ban, that may be a direct pick. Maybe they're forcing them into something. I mean, LeBlanc is very strong.
Was LeBlanc banned at all last week?
I can check that actually right now while you talk about the bans.
Oh, I was trying to check that.
I'll check it.
That was just sort of talking out loud as I'm. Yeah, yeah. LeBlanc did get banned a little bit last week.
Got banned 2 games.
Well, they don't want to deal with that Nautilus again. Actually, that was Chronic Nerve banning out his own Nautilus.
Yeah, no, that definitely is a good ban, but again, not giving it to the enemy team. Sometimes you have to think about how you're picking. They may be picking for a later champion. They may be picking their support first. They could be picking their ADC first, you know. Yeah, it's good you want to have that champ, but banning it to make sure the enemy doesn't get it is also just as wise. And the feat Aura ban too, trying to make sure the top lane does not snowball hard.
Yeah, that's 3, possibly 4 top lane bans for our first pick, Vi.
Wow.
Bold.
That is really bold. That could be. I mean, it's probably going to be jungle, but that could be a top pick. Vi as well. Very unlikely.
Pointing out that Goon Gaming doesn't have a C in it, and your Goon Gaming blue marker reads GOCM.
I understand that. We're gonna be fixing that very shortly. We had someone else do the images, and I didn't realize that until we got into game. I mean, I could upload Photoshop real fast and fix it. We're just gonna leave it. It's supposed to be a G. We know it's supposed to be a G. It'll be fixed for next week. Wow. The Shed and the Garen possible picks. What is this even? The Garen hard.
Welcome back to Season 1, everybody.
Yeah, here we go. The Garen plays when there was only, what, 30, 40 champions? And Garen wrecked top lane?
Oh, no, Garen wrecked bottom lane. Garen Tarek, you remember those days?
Oh my
Before people realized what an ADC was?
Oh my god. That was like level 1 to 10 for me.
Level 1 to 10 was me fighting Master Yi's. I hated that. It was not K. Several of them were Smurfs. Before I even knew what Smurfs were.
I know, right? There were no Smurfs. It was just everyone being bad.
No, there was a legit Master Yi Smurf I remember from when I was like level 4.
And the Olaf pick. Oh my god. I mean,
well,
I could
Olaf
see Hover. Yes. Oh, yeah, Hover. I always say pick because it's a potential.
This being said, though, it would be a good pick. Olaf pretty handily wrecks Garen. It's not fun if you're Garen to try to fight a Brolaf. I really hope it's Brolaf.
It's not. I mean,
Brolaf is too much fun.
With Garen, he only has that one Q to get out of the way. Olaf can throw the axe, pick it back up, and the minute the slow is now dropped, he's just slowing you again. He comes down with his double blades, and that could be very dangerous for Garen.
Well, more to the point, most of Garen's damage output comes from the spin, and Olaf can simply stand there, man-fight it, and out-DPS the spin very hard.
And yeah, and again with Olaf's passive, as his health decreases, he's attacking faster. So he can win trades. Personally, I feel maybe a Darius pick would have been better because the MR can out-trade with Olaf, but again, you know, pick encounters. But we're seeing the Leona picked again. We're seeing the severe combination. That's going to be dangerous. Definitely going to be dangerous. I mean, we have now 2 sort of immobile mages. Yes, Lissandra has her E, so she has the ability to move quicker and get away faster. But I feel... Yeah, I feel Syndra has the harder dunk because she can stun and then drop her ult on you. And we're seeing Twitch and Thresh, which is going to be another good pick combination. Thresh lands the hook. Do you know where Twitch is? No, Twitch pops up, and that can change bot lane drastically.
Of course, though, that's assuming that the hook doesn't get spell shielded.
Very true. I mean, yeah, you're absolutely right. And I just stuttered.
And Thresh has 3 things that you can whack Sivir with. Sivir could spell shield any of them. If Sivir spell shields any of them, that can really turn around that fight, especially if Leona really gets on Twitch's face.
Yeah, what Thresh is gonna have to do here is try to bait out the spell shield with with Flay, and then go in for the death sentence. I mean, or he can death sentence Leona, try to get in, and then catch the Flay off her. There's a way they can work that in. They probably are going to be more reliant on Shen coming bot lane to help them. Because at least Shen can pop the spell shield, and that would definitely change how they needed to go. Or
well, actually no, it would be even better for the best case scenario would actually be for a Twitch poison bottle to pop the spell shield, because that would allow for Shen taunt, death sentence, Flay, the box, all of those would potentially go down on Sivir. That together would end Sivir just on its own. No damage from Twitch involved.
Very true. Very true.
But that's all assuming that Olaf doesn't respond with the teleport and Leona doesn't end first.
True as well. That also you have to think. I didn't think about that as well. It's definitely going to be this is going to be a very close game.
So, Vi actually got a little in the last patch with her excessive force getting a little bit of extra, what was it, lower mana cost and extra damage to it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was it. Yeah, she's definitely, again, she's going to be seeing a lot more play. A lot.
I still think that's one of my favorite spells in the entire game. Like, I'm going to punch you in the face so hard that the guy behind you gets punched in the face as well. It's so satisfying using that on someone.
Gonna punch a dude with another dude. Use your force to.
No, that's Syndra.
Well, no, we
have that too, though.
It's to use the force of the one you're hitting to be the force going out. So essentially, she is using the person she's hitting as that force.
More like a blast of steam, though. Like, those are Hextech gauntlets, each of which is bigger than she is. Like, okay, I love Vi's design. I do think it's ridiculous, though. 2 gauntlets where each gauntlet is bigger than her torso. And
true.
I think at one point I saw a stat that, to really suit it up, Vi weighs like 2,140 pounds, which consists of 140 pounds of woman and 2,000 pounds of armor and fists.
Oh my god.
I don't remember where I saw that stat, and I really hope it's true, but I love it.
45 seconds left until we finally get into game, and we see how they get in. I can see Donnie doing some decent work with Lissandra. The pick combinations are devastating. You have her go in, potentially ult. You have Leona ult off of it. Vi gets one of the picks maybe off of Syndra and Twitch, and that could be solidly what happens. Then
and on top of that, you've got the Sivir movement speed, and you've got the Olaf charging in.
Yeah, and
that's a very scary team fight and pick comp.
The thing is again, Shen's gonna have to really think, do I go top and shut down Olaf before he hits 6 and he can avoid the damage that I have, or am I gonna go bot lane and help them? And we're gonna be switching into game now very shortly, as soon as my client wants to upload it. Game is in progress, and we should be getting into the loading screen very shortly. And I think my league just crashed.
Damn it, Leroy.
Feels, man. Feels bad. No, wait. No, we're in. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're solidly good.
Are we goodly solid, though?
Yes, very. So checking the straw poll, currently has 2 votes.
Yes! It's Broloff!
Wow. Oh, wow.
I love that skin too much.
Wow.
Ooh, 5-skin team.
Both, yeah. 10 skins for the win.
Everyone report Syndra. Syndra doesn't have a skin.
Ah, 9 skins, no win. GG Re. GG Re. Aw. Those silver borders come out strong too.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So, does this mean I, like, have to cast the entire game as Broloff?
Please don't. Oh god. And Shen is causing me issues. There we go. And we are finally in match. I'm going to be keeping this on directed camera for most of the time. The only time you'll ever see it locked on a player is during team fights.
Ooh. Apparently, Sivir and Leona are actually Mastery 5.
This should be very fun. And the gates are open. Players running down to their lanes. And the good luck, have fun. A loud all chat comes out.
Mm-hmm.
Again, we've changed the rules. You're allowed to all chat for good luck. You're allowed to all chat for GG at the end of the game. Granted, it's not BMing it. And you're allowed it
looks
for...
like we're gonna have a fight up here. Garen's got a whole bunch of people walking into his face.
Oh my god, and Garen may go down. Is he gonna... Oh, and he blows the flash. Can Garen get away? He's gonna Q. Oh, and the Olaf axe lands. Are they gonna kill Garen? Still running. Vi is on him. Can he get it? The axe misses. Garen gets away. Such a good invade. Only taking his flash out. Lissandra Ignite is down. The flash from Vi is down. So a 2-to-1 summoner trade. 0 to hero actually has the advantage now because GOGM did not get the kill.
How did they not get that kill though?
Olaf missed his axe. Garen slightly went to the left, and that axe went right.
in the opening engage though, as I now have what's that song? As I now have some random song stuck in my head. Oh, How to Save a Life.
Oh god, where did I go wrong? I lost a friend.
I lost a board actually.
And he's gonna clear. Wow, Garen's gonna clear that pink board before heading back to lane. Shen and Vi both respectively starting on the blue sides of their buffs. We might actually
makes sense. Like, I mean, Vi does use a lot of mana and a lot of cooldowns. Shen is durable, so he can deal with the Grump buff.
Is she gonna live?
Vi's actually taking a lot of
Yeah,
damage
is she
here.
actually gonna live? Is she gonna die to it? And she dies to minion!
There was 6 hit points left on that blue buff. 6.
I guess Olaf's leash wasn't good enough.
Damn.
Mid lane's fighting a bit,
bro.
trading back, and my directed camera is constantly switching back and forth. Between...
they keep jumping around who's fighting who.
Yeah, I mean...
Match. Random fights.
Right? Oh, and the hook lands! The flay goes in, poison down. They're trying to piece down Leona, but this is going to be a good trade in favor, 0 to hero.
Oh yeah. Whole lot of damage there. Half health on both farm laners. Broloff taking a little bit of damage, but he don't care. He's got a corrupting potion.
Yeah, he's going to just heal it back up, taking out farm. Lissandra on the mini-map, and that was perfect timing on the directed cam, but it switched back, has Syndra really pushed back to her tower.
They are even in CS though.
Yeah, no, they roughly are. I mean, gold as well. They should be, I mean, going to be a little bit ahead on 0 to hero side because of bot lane having a good advantage over Sivir. Garen up top. Wow, that was perfect timing, directed camera. Garen up top pressuring Olaf back to tower, but Olaf can just E farm for most of this, and he'll get the reset on the passive for his E, if I'm correct.
Yeah, it would happen like that.
Directed camera, why
also,
you do that?
There's also a bit of a gold D coming out from the Shen over the Vi just because of that death.
Oh yeah, no, the death will definitely be it. That'll definitely see what happens.
Definitely or definitely?
Definitely affect the gold lead. Shen having, you know, not died to his blue camp.
That was a real shame.
Vi is gonna try to take red now. Hopefully she takes it. I should switch over to Vi to see how things are going there. Vi is able to take red, having less than half health.
She's fine.
Poison lands. Hook lands on Leona. The spell shield being completely useless. Good on Thresh targeting her out. Lissandra able to get a full rotation out on Syndra, but is not going to be able to secure the kill. Bring her down to half health. Woo!
Lissandra not Lissandra. Syndra, that's the word I was looking for. Does have barrier, so she can take a few hits if necessary. Like, especially if Lissandra hits 6, goes for the Frozen Tomb.
Oh,
be able to absorb that kind of damage, but will that save her?
Yeah, Flash is coming back up soon for both Vi and Garen. Ooh, and the spell shield avoids the hook. That sentence can't sentence anything this day.
Yeah,
huh.
But it is still being a death sentence to Sivir's farm, 19 to 35.
Yeah, the zone control is real bot lane. They really need Vi to come down there soon to maybe alleviate some of the pressure.
Well, fortunately, Vi's jungle clear is a lot better than Shen's, so even with the opening depths, Vi is caught right back up by now.
Well, yeah, I mean, once she gets her items and she has the passive healing from the jungle items, she'll be able to handle the situation a lot better. Shen, though, with his jungle pick, I'm amazed we don't see the Stalker's Blade over Skirmishers.
I think he's figuring that he can get enough of a gap closed off of his taunt.
Ooh, and the combo goes out. She's gonna get the stun. Ult goes down. Barrier's out, though, too. She's really trying to take it down. Can Ignite do it? She flashes! Ignite, you cannot seal the deal, but she's able to get first blood! Vi going in on Garen. Garen may fall down to this. Ignite. Ooh, and Vi takes the kill.
Oh, yeah.
Also,
quick 2 kills there.
Yeah. Very quick. All of Syndra's summoners are down. So is Lissandra's. Hook goes out, lands on Leona. Flay goes in with the pull-in, but it is not enough. Twitch cannot follow up in time. Sivir's boomerang, not boomerang, correction. That was, if I'm correct. No, that is her boomerang, actually. Wow, I was right.
Yes, that is her boomerang.
Holy shit.
You don't need to correct yourself, except for your language.
That one, that's totally PG allowed.
Ah. Sir, we have standards. Please, straightens tie.
But no, I mean, it's good that Vi was able to pick up the kill because now she's able to close the gap truly close the gap from her death to blue. It was also good positioning for her to be up there with Garen having pushed Olaf so back. But Lissandra with the 1v1 though, that was a beautiful engage. Kind of a shame she had to blow the flash. The Ignite didn't do enough damage because Barrier saved a lot of what would have been ult damage, but she's going to have that level advantage over her now.
Mm-hmm. And that ult's got a, what, 2-minute cooldown? Shorter than Barrier?
Yeah, it's going to be back up in 18 seconds. 15 now. She's going to be able to re-rotate in, but we see Shen coming in. We're going to see something really happen now. Syndra is not even anywhere near the fight. That's just going to be free damage on Shen. Even though it wasn't a lot, it'll still add in later on. Garen getting ganked again by Vi. Misses the charge in, but the axe lands. Can he get away? The hits go off. Vi's not going to get that last hit. The smite does go down, though, allowing Vi to catch up. And here's Shen in for the save. Ult goes out. Is he going to die? Garen goes down. Vi making the escape. And Olaf staying on Shen, but Shen using his W to save out from damage. He's really low. Lissandra coming up. Oh, no, it's Q. Oh, it's a Q-W combo off of the E, saving her ultimate. She's able to pick up Shen.
Goon squad coming in here. All that focus top and middle lane. A whole big lead for Lissandra over Syndra now, and Olaf. Okay, I was actually expecting Olaf to do a lot more to Garen just on his own, but with enough pressure from Vi, jeez.
He doesn't have, the thing is he doesn't have to. The QW combo goes off, able to shatter some damage onto Syndra, but again, she's saving her ult, probably waiting for Ignite to come back up.
So I'm just sort of like, if we propagate the game out a ways, if we keep everything exactly the way it is, but just move it forward like 10 minutes, this is going to be one of those games where Twitch hates life. Twitchy is doing very well in the bottom lane, 77 to 37 CS.
The carry for him, though, the carry potential for him is going to be really hard. It's going to be a lot of stress on him to really carry this game. And Shen coming in maybe to save mid lane. Just ease to save himself from a little damage. But it isn't enough to really do much. Lissandra just pegging their team down.
Like, Vi is a very snowbally champion, a very snowbally jungler too, and she's gotten that early lead. She's got the warrior enchant.
Shen, lands the E on Vi. Team goes in, but the death sentence misses. It's gonna be a disengage. Maybe no. Vi may re-engage. And it's gonna opt out for the ward. A team fight still could break out.
10 seconds.
Poison goes out. They're still pressuring. Boomerang goes out. Twitch pops his ult preemptively, and Vi will get away. But he's going sneaky. Is something's gonna happen? No, he's only gonna be able to trade a little bit. Garen pressuring top. Lissandra pressuring mid.
Which actually could have done more of that if he'd hit R sooner.
Oh, without a doubt. Because they were all grouped up. Shen going in, but she's just gonna E away. The hook lands on Leona. Thresh goes in. Fox is out. But again, it's not enough. Maybe. No, it is not enough to get her. Leona gets away just barely with enough health. This Twitch, I mean, he's working that farm game well, but he's just going to have to be more prevalent in handling when he uses it. I don't think that was the
word you were looking for.
Yeah, it probably wasn't. It sounded like a good word.
It sounded like a good word. It just made no sense there.
You know, in my head it did when I was first thinking about it.
I think present might have been what you needed.
He does need to be more present, yes. He also needs to be more omnipresent about when he decides to. Vi going in, landing the E hit just barely. The smite goes out, but Garen is able to flash away. Shen may be coming in for the save. This is gonna be a close game. I mean, it's 4-0, and it's only what, a 1K difference in gold. This still is anyone's game. It's just right now more in favor of GOGS Goon Squad essentially.
Goon Gaming, not Goon Squad.
Gaming. We're nicknamed Goon Squad.
Well, not to be confused with Goon Swarm. We don't like those guys, really.
Oh God.
The men who will declare war on you.
Wow.
Missing a rent payment.
And Rift Herald will go down. No contest.
No contest. They got forced back earlier.
True. Very true. Garen had to move back. I'm amazed the directed camera didn't move over there in time.
Yeah.
You'd think objectives would take priority.
Rito, please.
Do we need to open up a forum post to have the directed camera? Twitch going in on Sivir, not having enough mana for his spell shield will just do a little bit of damage to her. Thresh clearing the ward up in the top bush.
Oh, actually, Sivir's spell shield is free cast.
I thought it was mana, wasn't it?
No,
it regains mana.
Yeah, it gives you mana back. It used to have a mana cost, but then that got removed when Sivir got reworked.
Huh. That's a little bit broken. Jen coming in for the fight. But she's, again, Lissandra's just going to E away every time, saving that more, it seems, for an escape rather than an engage. Olaf having the buff, definitely helping.
Can't be helping, he's not Garvin.
Nah, not that kind of helping, the good kind of helping.
Yeah. But yeah, no, Sivir spell shield's free. It's got a 20-second cooldown.
Garen going in on Olaf. Not enough to damage him, really. The spin just doing a little bit, being mitigated by minions.
Oh,
the hook lands! Vi may be in a world of hurt. The ult, the box goes out. And that is the other ult. Vi goes down. This may be a dragon contest. Vi is nowhere in the fight. And the directed camera's not going to go back to where I need it to go.
I'm actually kind of surprised about that because, like... Oh, we got the Shen ult coming in.
Shen ult coming in.
Is shielded.
Shen is there, and the death sentence misses. Shen needs to be there for the smite, though. They go in, and Dragon's gonna go to the red team, missing the smite, though. That was really dangerous. Ult goes out on Twitch. Twitch goes down. So does Shen to Leona. They're still chasing Thresh, and Thresh might just get away. And Syndra having to fall back. It was a good dragon on their part, but just the outplay was different. Going in, the hook lands on Olaf, but it is just not enough to stop Olaf's path, having procced his ult to give him the disable removal, and Lissandra coming in with the E.
You can try to hook Broloff, and he'll just kill Bromofty on your face.
To be honest, at this point, the only thing he needs to save it for is Box, Death Sentence, and Shen Taunt. That is all he needs it for.
I mean, those are still really big spells, but actually, that's exactly why you take Olaf, to be able to ignore those spells. They don't have any like actual hard like walls to stop him. And if you don't have a wall, you cannot stop a Broloff.
No.
Garen does take top tower down at least, though, so there is something that
They're trying to remain within the gold distance. They're trying to close that gap as much as possible. And the Death Sentence lands on Vi. He's gonna go in and flay her. The poison lands, but it's just not enough. The whole blue team mostly being there. That would have been a dangerous engage. That could have easily been a complete win in a team fight for the blue team. So disengaging them off that tower was kind of beneficial for Zero to Hero.
Mm-hmm. That was a good dragon fight, and actually Shen did get the the smite secure on dragon. It just looked late. It was a pretty late smite, but like damn, the return damage from Lissandra was just too much to deal with.
To answer quickly to Twitch chat, because we are hearing things, it's called the League of Bronze series because at some point these players were bronze. Some of them are silver, some of them are bronze. The point is they're improving. While some of them may not look to be bronze, there are still things about them that make them bronze. And bot lane's going to take their tower as well. Again, closing it now to a 2k lead instead of a 3k lead.
So got the Twitch going up.
Lissandra's going to take blue buff. Twitch might be in a dangerous situation with having Thresh so far away.
But Leona's not going to go for it.
To also add into the fact that while teams are able to play in this, they are able to ranked outside of it. We're not forcing them to just play this. Any improvement is improvement, and we can't stop them from improving. Being this is a 5-month series, the contest for red buff might be real. The EWQ combo goes out. Shenma is going to go down to Quinn. That was a really good rotation and a counter jungle attempt by Vi.
How did they get vision of that, actually?
I think that was completely blind. They didn't have vision.
They just, like, took a flying guess that, hey, Shen's doing his red right now.
I mean, we're looking at it 3 minutes behind, so there is absolutely no way they could be spectating off this. Garen getting comboed by Lissandra. The ult goes out on Syndra. Olaf and Syndra working damage, and Lise is going to KS his enemy team. His team. Wow. There is no such thing as team killing in here. Flay goes out trying to stop Olaf. He drops the box. Ult goes out on Twitch. Vi's able to pick it up. Garen dropping the ult, though, on Lissandra, taking her out as she was the villain at that point. Now switching over, though, to Vi. Sivir is also, with Leona's help, going to take top lane due to the rotation into mid.
Bottom lane.
Bot lane, yes.
Very nice escape on Vi at the end there, though.
She had to get out.
That could have very easily been a death on Vi as well.
See, that is essentially good about Vi is the way she initiates. She tries to get her dash in right off the bat, and then she saves it later on for an escape, unless she actually has to go back in. Because you notice, she goes in, she gets it, and then she you notice, like, she's trying to, like, pace herself, too. If she needs to, she'll use it, but she's been saving it on cooldown as much as possible.
She's also got it at rank 4, so it's got a shorter cooldown.
Yeah, that too. That will definitely add into it as well.
Oops. Well, she just punched a wall. Not so great.
Punch first, ask questions later, and she's been doing a really good job at it, being at 4-2 right now.
I thought it was ask questions while punching.
Or did I mix up Jinx's?
Does Jinx even have a line like that?
Shoot first, ask question. No, wait.
No.
One of them does.
Vi has punch first, ask questions while punching, though.
I guess. Thresher's going to attempt his best to clear wards, but as we see, the red team knows they're there, having that ward in the bush. And Rift Herald is going to evolve now into Baron. The death sentence misses. The stun goes off, but the ult lands on. She does it on herself, actually, picking up a double kill. Olaf, though, trying to keep the slowdown. He's going to drop ult and take out Vi. It's not going to be enough, though. The pushback from Syndra. She's going to flash away. Oh, and the axe lands on Syndra, and Lissandra's going to combo in to get Garen. Twitch just barely getting away.
Ouch.
That is going to be a big turnout for Goon Squad. I know I keep calling them that. Goon Gaming.
Well, I suppose it's an appropriate thing. Like, you call out Goon, there's a whole lot of goons on your face suddenly.
The squad is real.
The Dunk Squad is real here.
See, I have a little issues, though, with the build path currently. Yes, the Merc Treads are good for both Shen and Garen, but the real issue currently right here is Lissandra. We should be seeing MR. That's the issue.
Well, Merc Treads are MR.
But, I mean, like, solid MR. We should be seeing a Spirit's Visage, especially on Garen. We should be seeing a Spirit's Visage. On Shen, we should be seeing a Spirit's Visage. We should be seeing, you know, maybe a Malmortis on Garen, you know, before rushing the Cleaver.
To be fair, though, Garen was taking much more physical damage, and Goon Gaming only has one source of magic damage, and it is Lissandra.
But with how fed she is, you kind of want to counter that a little bit earlier. I mean, we now should be seeing soon a Locket on Thresh. Definitely.
Hopefully.
I mean, that would be the ideal situation. Now you have the MR and the shield pop on all your allies, especially being their team with Goon Gaming goes really heavy. And oh wow, the hook lands. Are they going to be able to take out Lissandra? No, she's going to ult herself just to save it. But Twitch is going to try to land his ult, and it's not going to be enough. The flay goes out, hitting Leona. Hook again on Leona, but Vi coming in with the... Was it an ultimate? Yeah, she dropped the ult. The Shen ult comes out, though. Sivir's going to die to Shen. That was a massive fight. The one pick out on Sivir is going to be massive, leaving Vi, Lise, and Leona low. They may have a chance to push this tower further in.
That was a really amazingly close fight for how it started. Like, Lissandra got full force caught out there and only survived because her ultimate ability heals her now, thanks to that change a few months ago.
Yeah,
the fact that Sivir was the only person to die out of that entire fight, though, is amazing.
Surprisingly, I thought Leona actually was gonna die due to the double hook by Thresh. That was beautiful. He had a little Mad Life moment, and then he lost it when he tried to rehook. The flame may have missed, but that second hook was good. And then it's just like, after that, it's like, okay, the Mad Life drained out of me.
Conservation of Mad Life. There's a finite amount of Mad Life available in any given moment.
Yeah, it depends on what rank you are. At Bronze, you have about maybe 3 seconds. At Silver, they give you like 8. Gold, you may get like 30 seconds, you know, a little generosity.
Well, but
you get to like...
Is this Mad Life time per game or Mad Life time per day?
I think it would be time per day.
Ah, yeah.
When you get to like
it's big enough to be a daily power.
When you get to like Plat and Diamond, maybe they'll give you a whole minute.
But you need to be in Korean solo queue to actually start getting real Mad Life time.
Oh yeah, no. If you can get out of Bronze in Korea, you get double time. I played Bronze once in Korea. 0-32-5. Never played in Korea again. Surprisingly, I was playing Lucian. And a fight's about to break out in bot lane. Shen misses the taunt. Ult's gonna keep Garen spinning in a circle there.
It feels really silly that it still does that. He can keep spinning while he's stunned.
Surprisingly, the damage still applies, too.
Yes.
No matter the stun, I think it's unless it's a knock-up, it doesn't stop his E.
Actually, I get the feeling that the knockup he would keep spinning through the knockup anyway. He doesn't care. He's just the guy who yells Demacia at you and spins in your face.
Run, charge, ult. That's all I'm good for. Garen. Someone
no,
hashtag that, please. Someone hashtag that and post it to the LBS.
No, there is one other thing he does well.
Lissandra looking to go in. He's going to get the ult off on Syndra. On herself, actually. It was an EQ combo. Was going to get it with the Ignite. Able to just solely pick off Syndra. The ult's going to go off on Twitch. Twitch is going to try to use his Silver Sash to get away. It's not going to be enough. Shen tries running away now. Shen lands the ult, though, on Thresh, trying to keep him alive, keep him under tower. Garen's going to get the ultimate off on Lissandra, but Vi and Olaf are going to pick up the 2 kills, and they are going to take down the tower. Wow, that was an impressive fight. Goon Gaming at this point just has a massive lead. I don't think Zero to Hero can really answer up to this.
They just fell too far behind off of the opening pressure on top lane. Like, Lissandra solo killing Syndra did a whole lot of work for them, but jeez, Vi has just done. Vi did a whole lot of work in this game.
You gotta think, like, you gotta think really of how their team synergizes too. Like I said earlier, a lot of their ultimates play off each other. Yes, Lissandra goes in by herself, but even when she doesn't have to, she can set up right off of Vi. She can set up right off Leona. Olaf, he's just like, hey, I'm gonna pop ult. No one can stop me. I'm gonna run at the enemy and do my thing. And Vi's right there. And Sivir just has to backline and worry about making sure her Ricochet crits. That's it.
Like, Sivir is 0-1 and 8 this game. Sivir hasn't really done much, but she hasn't needed to. Like, what is Sivir's big utility in this game? The fact she is a utility AD carry that has a massive speed boost ultimate ability. What does Olaf need? A massive speed boost.
Definitely.
What more can you want in a team?
It's...
Well, okay, I suppose a 9-2 Lissandra is a really good thing to have too.
Well, yeah,
9 who now has a Zhonya's, so, like, either she can ult Zhonya's herself, and here we go fight.
Yeah. Olaf's gonna land the Q on Shen. Shen's gonna E away, though, the directed camera capturing the entire moment, but he's still gonna get the E. He's gonna follow up the trudge, pick up his axe. E still keeps going down, and the lockdown by Lissandra is gonna make sure, again, another kill. Epiquin, though, dying to blue buff at the very start, has made an impressive recovery.
Imagine how scary the Vi would have been this game if she hadn't died to blue buff at level 1.
Oh, she would have been able to gank up earlier. Blue is going to try for their second dragon this game, and it is going to go uncontested, while Garen tries to pressure down another tower, but the incoming TP is definitely going to end that. Ultimate goes down. Syndra's just not going to get away. Fight top lane. The ult goes down by Olaf, just keeping up. Axes are just going to keep going. The ult's going to take him down. Garen with the save. Ultimate's going to land, though, by Quinn onto Thresh. Ultimate coming in on Shen. Shen's going to get there just not in time. Thresh is going to go down. Wow, I can't believe I kept up with that.
I can't believe Garen's ultimate actually killed Olaf there. I thought the ult did much less damage than that at that moment.
The cleaver might have helped into that, though.
Well, the cleaver doesn't help with that at all.
It is resistance lore, but yeah, it is physical.
Well, the cleaver lowers armor. Garen's ultimate ability does magic.
It's magic,
damage.
yeah. No, you're right. You're right. My bad.
Was Olaf a villain at that moment? No.
He might have been. It could have been true damage.
It couldn't have been. Lissandra's been villain all game.
Well, it switched between Lissandra and it was Vi and Lissandra for most of it.
Yeah, I think it was Vi at one moment just because Lissandra died. Because she got a sword falling on her head from the sky.
Yeah. The sword dropped and that was it.
Like, that's gotta be a really bad way, not a bad way to die, a really scary way to die. Like, a giant sword falls on your head from the sky. I like the fact that when Garen got his visual update to do that, they actually mess up your camera in the moment when you die to it.
Yeah, it shatters.
Yeah.
It's a really nice effect. Supposedly, other champions in future releases are going to be also working on more of a UI, like a subtle UI change, like Garen. How, you know, I don't think they're doing it for Xerath. They might be working into Xerath because of Jin's ultimate. Oh, and the combo goes in. The ult lands on Sivir, and Syndra's just taken out. Sivir picking up the kill, though.
Syndra's just gone.
Yeah,
Like, dead, bro.
Yeah, 0 and 7. I don't think, Syndra was a good pick. And the thing is, which was scary, is they banned LeBlanc, and LeBlanc actually would have been a good pick. The high mobility could have gotten in. The TP coming in. Garen's gonna try to steal it. Oh my god, and the steal goes off! Baron's taken out, and Thresh saves him! Oh my god, this might be the comeback Z2H needs! Oh my god!
Garen!
And the hook lands on Lissandra, but Lissandra's just gonna... Zonya's out of it. The ult lands on Thresh. Thresh is gonna go down. They really can't lose this Baron, but also is gonna take out Thresh. Garen's gonna flash out. Oh my god. They really... Even with Baron, this still might be a loss for Z2H.
Did that one amazing moment make up for the how far behind they are? I'm not feeling it.
They need to be able to come back from here. She lands the stun though, Syndra. Shen trying to get the E and just not enough.
Everyone on Goon Gaming has so low health except for Leona.
They can try to turtle this out though, but they're gonna need something. The bronze smite. Epiquin thought he had it, and just Garen was like, "Nah, bruh, swords."
Swords.
Oh, that was impressive.
Wow.
That was really impressive. These are the moments where I wish Overwolf worked with
OBS studio.
OBS, but that was amazing.
Is that Saint vicious?
That was...
Well, Vi's vicious, alright.
That
Not
was
sure if Epiquin's a saint, though.
That was beautiful. Garen really needs to do some work now. Garen needs to do some work. They have only 3 players now with Baron buff. They have to do something with it. They have to push a wave. They have to get some kind of clear. They need to make a recovery. They're 24 and 6. Z2H played so much better their last game, even though it was forced to rematch. They have all their team here. They need to come back with this Baron.
I can't say they've actually played bleed, though. I just feel like they kind of got outpicked.
They definitely did get outpicked.
The picks were not really in their favor.
Lissandra, even being Lissandra is quote-unquote an immobile mage, she has so much more mobility than Syndra. I don't think Syndra was the better pick here.
Like, and that feels where, like, Shen's a little bit of a slow jungler. He's a good frontliner, but he's a little bit slow early game.
It would have been better taking him top. Especially against Olaf, it would have been better him taking him top. And taking maybe Xin jungle. Taking Udyr, who's open, I'm pretty sure.
No, Udyr got banned.
Udyr did get banned? Alright. Ooh, and the comments roll out. Dignitas is apparently an LBS too. See, we heard that on the Reddit thread originally, that Dignitas and Renegades need to be a part of this. It hurts. It hurts.
Hey, Renegades has
the E coming in. Lissandra trying to start the fight, but the hook's gonna land. Ultimate's just gonna slow Garen. Box goes out trying to save them. Heavy Element's gonna go in, but it's not enough. Olaf just trying to do something. Ult's gonna land the multi-ult. Oh my god, Lissandra's gonna pick up a double kill. Severe's gonna clear Garen, and this is gonna be a near 4-man kill for the team. Syndra just trying to keep pressure off those towers. That was a well-played trade. Z2H just does not have the issue with bringing back up. They have an issue with not coming back after they had that Baron. That impressive steal was definitely the highlight of this game.
Ooh.
But the ultimate's going to be Zonya'd, and this is going to be game 2 going to GOGM. What an impressive game.
Wow.
Just to keep it on this page for very slightly to really analyze the builds here. You had Olaf going into what seemed to be the very start of a Spirits Visage, which is going to be playing well against the only AP damage and really shutting her down, Syndra. You have Cleaver, which gets rid of all the armor that Shen and Garen tried to build, and Thresh just couldn't get in there in time. He was missing hooks.
No, Thresh was actually landing several good hooks.
He was landing several
but
good
his
hooks.
His team was just too far behind to follow up on the hooks well.
Well, that was the thing. It was like the hooks he needed to land when his team was there, he didn't land, and the hooks that when his team wasn't there, he lands. So
no, he landed several good hooks while his team was there. His team did not have the firepower to follow it up.
They needed an Annie. Bad jokes are bad.
Annie instead of Syndra, you think?
Oh yeah, no, that would have definitely. Well, fire beats ice; it melts it. But that would have definitely.
Yeah, that would do it.
That would definitely have changed it. The Sterix though on Vi also adds to it. That was terrifying. That was a terrifying matchup, and Lissandra having that early abyssals. That really sealed the deal. She just was a force that could not be stopped. Yeah, they could have focused her out, and yeah, then they would have worried about Vi, and they would have had to worry about Olaf. But
well, no, they couldn't. You can't even focus Lissandra down. She's got her own ultimate ability. She can just Frozen Tomb herself, and she has Azonias. You can't kill her.
No, that was rough. That was definitely rough.
That was. Lissandra also had 5.8 thousand more gold. No, 5.8. No,
I'm looking at the stats right now.
6.4 thousand more gold than Syndra. 15.7 to 9.3.
That was terrifying.
Oh god.
That was terrifying.
Like the Sivir versus Twitch. Twitch did well against Sivir. The bottom lane went great for 0 to hero, but like I was predicting from like what 10 minutes into game, this is just gonna be one of those games where Twitch hates life.
Yeah, no, that and you called it. You called it early. That was terrifying. That was I mean, it was a good game too, and I mean the Baron steal. Oh my god, the hype! I got so hype.
How do you steal Baron with Garen? Like rhymes aren't that powerful, and Garen doesn't have damage.
What was the ending? What was the ending score for that? It was what 24.
28 to 7.
Thank
well,
you.
28 to 6 if you count the suicide.
I'm counting the suicide.
So 28 to 7.
28 to 7.
Ouch.
That was a definite rough game. LBS average plays. That should be our tag. You know what? No, I like that. That is definitely the tag we're gonna be using when we go back into stats. is LBS average plays, without doubt.
I was actually thinking, wondering how many kills Lissandra would get in that last team fight, based on how low the health bars were on 0 to hero when Lissandra jumped in and landed the Frozen Tomb on 5 people.
Oh no, that was also just crazy.
Lissandra doesn't have any single target damage. None. All of it's AoE.
And that's what's terrifying. That's what's just terrifying.
And Thresh even had the locket there, but the Abyssal Void just canceled it out.
Alright, so Ian, I need you to do me a quick favor.